everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, in this episode, a ready-to-fly kit for beginners. Do you want to get into the FPV hobby? You don't know which controller to buy, which drone to buy, what battery charger, what batteries, what goggles, all that other good stuff. Well, there's lots of companies out there that make beginner ready-to-fly kits. And if you look on the web, they're all called RTF kit for FPV beginners. And that's what this is. This is the HGLRC Petrel 75 ready-to-fly kit FPV for beginners. And it comes in this really nice case that you can carry around, and everything that you need is in here. So let me just open it up, show it to you. So if I go like this, watch everything go flying out. No, I thought it was gonna go flying out. There we go, there's your entire kit. So the next thing to show you is, how about I show you me flying this, taking it for a flight. Check this out. Here we go, first flight. Let's see if I can fly it around my house. Let's see if we can go nice and slow. Controls on here, easy to use. Go forward. There we go. Just have to make sure I don't bang into the ceiling. You know, I have the camera facing upwards. I forgot to adjust the camera so that it was more for indoors. Right now it's for race mode. So if I turn it around, see how I'm looking upwards? That's race mode right now. So let's bring it back, and let me just change the camera angle. It's very difficult to fly this way in race mode. So there I am. Nope, there's a wall. I hit a wall. Go up here. Let's go on my table in front of me and land right about here. There we go. So what I was talking about in race mode is, to see how I have the camera in the front here. Can you see that? It's facing upwards. So when I fly, the drone has to tilt like this, and it wants to go fast, but I want it to go slow. So if you want to fly indoors, what you do is you take this camera and you make it slide. I'm putting my finger all over it. You slide it down so it points perfectly straight forward, like that. There we go, see? Like that, there we go. So this will be perfect for indoors. You can fly really slow. So let's try it again. There we go. So now we're looking straight forward as the drone flies. And I guess I've been flying too long. I'm getting a low battery, but I'm gonna ignore that since I'm indoors. But now that the camera's facing straight forward, I can fly this thing much better. I can spin around and, whoa. Hello ceiling, hello wall. I spoke too quickly. Whoa, hello couch, hello corner of wall, hello TV, whoa. All right, flight number 3, I've smashed it around the house enough. I've taken the camera in front and I've angled it slightly upwards, because what I'm gonna do is, over here, I've opened the door and I'm gonna fly the drone zing, right outside. So I'm gonna stay inside and fly this outside, so here we go. So the objective is to fly the drone that way, around my house, come this way, past me, and out this here door. So past me, nice and slow, try not to hit the ceiling, going this way, come around, down the hallway. Okay, there I am. You see at the end of the hallway, I've got that patio door open. I could go under the table, but I'm gonna try to fly in front of me really slow so you can catch it in the camera. There we go. And outside. Ta-da! Now we're outdoors here. Let's see how good the reception is for flying outdoors. There we are. Pass a few objects. Seems okay. You know, I've got the camera angled slightly up. So as I was mentioning before, if you want to go freestyle and race, you would put the camera up higher so you can go faster. But yeah, look at this. This is pretty decent. You can fly. I'm inside the house, flying this way. And oh, I should have changed the battery. That's okay though. These batteries go for a long enough time. So even if it says low battery, I'm not too worried because the drone is right here. I'm not going to lose it. And well, let's bring it back in. This is always the fun part. Can we get back in the house? See that little hole? That's what we got to come in, over my head. Take it up. Whoa, I can feel the breeze. There we go. Oh, I got low battery giving me heck. So let's bring it back. See if I can land it on the table. Let's go this way. Go this way, go this way. There's my dining room. My dining room is under construction at the moment. It's all being renovated by my wife and I. But let's go this way and land it right here. Well, that was a good way to land it. Here we are. So now you've seen the drone fly, let me show you what you get in the kit. Well, you get this beautiful drone, you've already seen it. It is the Petrel 75. It does have brushless motors. That's what makes it a little bit better than other drones. It does have a plastic frame that is flexible, let me do a camera over here, bendable frame, so that if you crash or anything like that, it should not break. It's designed to be quite strong. It has a 350 milliwatt VTX, that's that tiny little antenna back here. I don't know if that's focusing. This thing here shoots out the video signal back to your FPV goggles, whatever ones you may use, the ones in the kit or other ones you buy. Shoots it back out at 350 milliwatts. What that means in plain English is that you can fly this for about 3 football fields of distance away. So when you put the battery on it, you're up around 40 grams, something like that. The camera on front, I'll bring it over here. The camera on front is an actual brand name camera. It's a CAD DX camera, which is the most popular one used in FPV hobby, and it's an ANT. It's a CAD DX ANT camera, which means it's super tiny, very light, good resolution as you've seen in the image already. Even the propellers they stuck on here are Gemfan propellers, so they're brand name propellers, which means you can just order more if you lose all yours, break all yours, or whatever. And speaking of the props, they are attached to these tiny little brushless motors, as I've already mentioned, and those motors have a KV of 22,000. Yeah, they spin fast. Now, something to be aware of. When you go to order this kit, you have 2 versions to get. You have the 1S version, that means a 1-cell version, or a 2-cell version. The one I have here is the 1S version. So my recommendation is, for beginners, you guys out there who have never flown FPV and want to get into it, do not buy the 2S, the 2-cell kit. Buy the 1S version. If you get the 2S version, it's going to be kind of fast and it's going to be harder to fly. Get the 1S version and it'll be much more docile and easier to fly. Oh, and finally, last thing to mention on the drone itself, the brains. It does have a Zeus FPV flight controller. I don't know if you can see it in my camera here. Right inside there, you'll see probably the word Zeus, maybe upside down. But yeah, so that means it's a quality flight controller in this thing. It's not a cheapy drone. It's actually pretty good. The only thing that makes it look cheapy is that it's made out of, you know, bendable, flexible plastic. And that's just because they know beginners are going to use this and crash it into everything and they want it to survive. Next item in the kit that you get would be your controller right here. You can see I already put my Captain Drone sticker on it like I do with most of my controllers. This is a Radiomaster T8 light controller. Let me bring it over here to this camera here. Radiomaster T8 light controller, and mine, it does have a micro SD slot, so you can put voice. Hear that? Yeah, so it's switch warning. Yeah, so it's warning me all this stuff. Now, it doesn't come like that. I don't know why they don't send them like this with the voice in it. The way I put voice in it is I have so many Radiomaster radios, you know, like behind me there's radios everywhere. I've probably got about 7 or 8 different radios. So I just take the micro SD card out of one of those other radios, stick it in this one, and then the voices are there. This is totally rechargeable, so you will never have to put batteries in it, and it will last a long time. You can use this with a flight sim if you want, so that if you want to learn how to fly FPV, connect it to your computer with the USB out and configure it in the flight sim and then go flying. So far, in my opinion, excellent drone, excellent controller. Let's look at the goggles. Take these out of here. Whoop, my bag is starting to fall over. So here's the goggles. Now these goggles are really, really tiny in size. They're designed to be small so they're light on your face and they don't take up a lot of weight and cause your head to fall down. But at the same time, because they made them small, they put a tiny screen inside. I have to look at my little thing down here. What's the screen size? It is 480 times 320 screen. So when your eyes are this close, 480 by 320 looks big, but it just means the resolution isn't going to be anything massive. But you know what? For most people looking inside, it's perfectly fine. These are rechargeable goggles. They'll work with any analog drone on the market today. There is no DVR inside, so you cannot record video in here. So the video you saw of me flying around already, I recorded those in my Fat Shark goggles. I couldn't use these because these are much too tiny for my face. And as you can see, if I show you the front here, you cannot fit that over glasses. I don't think you can. Here, let me power it on. I can show you what the display looks like. So there we go. The display, it looks quite large, you know, like if you're a beginner, let me bring it down here, get the strap out of the way. There you go. You see the display is quite large. It's just snow right now because I have nothing connected. So for a beginner, you wouldn't notice a difference. These would seem perfectly fine to you. But for somebody like me, I have probably the most expensive analog goggles on the market. So yeah, huge difference. What else comes in this treasure chest? Well, we have 2 included batteries. So they do give you, let me move this out of the way, you do get 2 1-cell 450 milliamp 12-hour light boat batteries are included, and those will probably give you a flight time on something like this flying around. They're only one cell, so you're probably getting 3 or 4 minutes of flight time. Other items, there's a zippered section up here, and there's a pile of stuff in there. I'll go through this really fast. There's a lot of stuff you get in this kit. Okay, so really fast, let's go through the extra items in the box. You get a USB cable right there. You get a connector that you can use to connect your drone to Betaflight right here. You probably won't even need that. For your goggles, you get these AV type cables right there so that you can feed in another signal and watch movies on your goggles or something. I'm not really sure. I dropped something on the ground. You get a spare set of gem fan props. You're going to need those in case you break yours. Hey, look at that. I get a USB-C cable here. Put that down there. Get a micro Phillips screwdriver. I don't know, where can I stick that there? Micro Phillips screwdriver. A pile of extra screws to connect something. You get a prop removal tool here. Just in case you take your props off and don't know how to put them back on, you get a which direction do my props go card. You get the mini FPV goggles manual. What do all the buttons do? You get a T8, what is it, a T8 Lite Radio Master instruction manual in case you don't know how to use this here radio and configure stuff or bind things with it. In this drone is an XM Plus receiver, I believe. At least that's what I'm pretty sure it is because they give you the sheet that says, hey, inside this is an FR Sky XM Plus receiver. So I assume that's correct. Oh, look at this. You get a manual for the entire kit called Ready to Fly. Your Zeus flight controller, you get an instruction manual on that. Man, they give you a lot of stuff. That's what fell on the ground. Okay, it's way over there. Sorry, I'm not going to get it, but you do get the battery charger included. It charges up 2 batteries at once. You just plug it into a USB cable and you can charge up 2 batteries at once. You get a quality control inspection that this drone has been quality control checked. You get I Fly Safe card right there. And finally, you get HGLRC stickers. You get an awful lot in this kit. Okay, so you've seen me fly this in my house and out in my backyard, and a lot of you are probably asking right now, well, that's pretty cool, Steve, but can this thing do like freestyle? Can you do flips and stuff? Well, certainly you can. Check this out. So this is me flying it in the front of my house, just up and down my street, and you can see here, it's a dull day, but I'm buzzing it around and I'm doing flips and just seeing how it flies. And it flies quite fast and it flies quite well. Had no issues. There was even some wind, and this thing handles itself really well in the wind. All right, so with all of that said and all of this stuff, you get so much, and it's not that expensive, this thing. And you know, if you want, you can buy these batteries here. These batteries here, these are 1-cell batteries. They're not expensive. You can buy any brand name 1-cell as long as you have the same connector at the end. This drone, like I said, it'll last for a long time. Flight indoors, flight outdoors. On mine, I think it came with 3 modes. I can't remember if I configured it that way or it came with the 3 modes. So when I flew it indoors, I flew it in angle mode. And when I flew it outdoors, as soon as I was outside, I put it in acro mode so that you can do flips and you have more control over the drone. As a beginner, you'll probably fly it in angle mode. And let me show you, I'll fly it right here. So to fly this drone for the first time, you take all your switches, you push them all down, power it on. So I'm powered it on. Speak to me. All right, yours won't talk. Yours won't talk unless you get the sound files that are in here. Anyways, then I'm going to connect my drone. Why did it say throttle warning? Okay, so there we go. My throttle was not correct. There we go. That's plugged in. Makes that beautiful sound. There we go. And then here, you can change the modes. I'm going to put an angle. Angle mode. There we are. Also, if I have the goggles on, let me see, if I turn the goggles on, I'll get an image. So I just push power. So let me show you that. I'm going to hold this here drone up to my face, looking at me, and you should see me in here. So there's the image. So everything just automatically connects. If you power everything on and you don't see an image in your goggles, there's a big button on the top. You can't miss it. It says search. Just hit search. It will search for a signal. All right, so now I'm going to start it up and fly it here, and all this stuff should go flying. So if you want to arm it, it's the bottom switch. This top switch is your modes. Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry about that. I changed mine. Now I remember. So I think in the manual, where's the manual? Where's the manual? So I think in here, it's different for, it is. Oh, that's Chinese. It is. So your mode switch, according to the manual, out of the box is on the right-hand side. I switch mine to the left because every drone I fly, I have it on the left. That's not true. I do have some drones I have it on the right. Anyways, I switch it to the left. So my mode's there. Arm the motors. Woohoo! There we go. It comes to life. And what I can do is take it up. There's not a lot of room here, but I'll take it up and see how it goes. Spin it that way. Fly it here. Let's have everything fly around in front of me with all the wind. But you see what I mean? Whoa, get away from my face. There we go. So there you can fly this and have a lot of fun. I'm going to turn it off now. Arm switch, boink. And there we go. There's not much more to say. If you have questions on this drone, post them below. I will get back to you. And if you want a ready to fly kit that is a tiny whoop, tiny whoops are the fun ones because they're used for indoors and outdoors and racing. Very popular. Anyways, if you want a tiny whoop, check out this one. The links will be below. And if there's a discount code, the link to a discount code will be below as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in future videos with many more reviews. Take care.